Hi, and welcome to today's lesson on pronoun antecedent agreement. The rule is that the pronouns have to agree with their antecedent, and they have to agree in case, number, and gender. An antecedent is the word that the pronoun replaces, or the noun the pronoun replaces. And they have to have a clear antecedent in the sentence. The first trick is that you find the pronouns in the sentence first. You circle them. And then you look before that pronoun to see what the antecedent is. What noun is it replacing? Sometimes the trick is that there is no antecedent, and that is incorrect. The strategy again is that you circle the pronouns in the sentence and you draw a line back to the word that they replace, the noun that they replace. Then, if there's not an antecedent, you can put a question mark or fix it and make them agree. The knight fought him. Him is a pronoun. There's nothing in that sentence that tells who the knight fought. There's no noun there. So therefore, you've got an incorrect sentence, and it needs to have a clear antecedent. Here are some examples. Take time, pause the video, do these 4 sentences, and then you can check your answers by hitting play and going on to the next slide. Again, you're circling the pronouns, drawing lines back to the antecedents, the words that they replace, and then seeing if there is one. You're looking for the sentences that don't have a clear antecedent. Here are the answers. Trick number 2 is that sometimes the antecedent is unclear. It exists, but it's not clear exactly who or what that pronoun is replacing. So again, you find the pronouns in the sentence and circle them. Find out what noun it replaces. Draw lines and arrows back to those nouns. And if there's no antecedent, you're going to put a question mark because, again, that's incorrect. Let's take a look at the example. Stephen's father died before he reached his 20th birthday. He is the pronoun. Who does he replace? Does he replace Stephen, or does he replace Stephen's father? Did Stephen's father die before his 20th birthday, or did Stephen die before his 20th birthday? It's unclear, and so therefore that is incorrect as well. Here are 4 examples. Again, take time, pause the video, do these 4 sentences on your paper, and then hit play and you can check your answer on the next page. Here are the answers. Go ahead and check them now. Trick number 3 is that your pronoun and antecedent have to agree in case, number, and gender. And we'll talk about this some more. The strategy is that you find the pronouns and you circle them. You draw your arrows back to the antecedent, the word that the noun that the word replaces, the pronoun replaces. And then you have to make sure they agree. Take a look at our practice sentence. People need to do all of your homework if you want to do well in school. The first pronoun you come to is yours. Your refers back to people. So you should circle your and draw an arrow back to people. First thing you notice is that people is third person, a third person noun, and your is a second person pronoun. They don't agree. So your needs to change to their. People need to do all of their homework. Then you also have to take a look at the case that the words are in. People is a subject. Their homework, their is possessive. It tells whose homework. And so we need to make sure we use the possessive case there. You also have to look at number, how many people. People is plural. There's many of them. Their has to be plural as well. You can't use his or her here because that's singular. Okay? Hopefully that made some sense. Here are some examples, some more practice to do. Again, you're finding the pronouns, drawing line back to their antecedent, and making sure that the pronoun and antecedent agree in case, number, and gender. When you're done, hit play again, and you can look at your answers and correct them. Here are the answers. As a review, we have looked for pronouns, and we've drawn lines and arrows back to the antecedent, the noun that the pronoun replaces. Sometimes there's not an antecedent, and those sentences are incorrect and need to be changed so that it's clear what the pronoun is replacing. Sometimes the antecedent is unclear. It's there, but you're not exactly sure. Was it Stephen's father or was it Stephen? So again, you have to make those clear antecedents. And finally, they do have to agree in case, number, and gender. That's all for now. Hope you do well on your further practice on pronoun and antecedent agreement.